Hello, 1, 2, testing. Are we live? Are we live? Is everybody listening all right? Is everybody listening? Awesome. So welcome to this live stream. We are very excited to be here. It's going to be a special night with a lot of cool stuff to show you. And before we even start, well, it's not even showing my screen, so it's not even showing me. But before we start, just start by telling us where are you guys talking from, where are you guys connecting from, and how excited are you for the STL AI? I'm super excited to show this project to you guys. No visual, but it's on purpose. It's on purpose. We haven't reached the correct timing yet. All right, so a lot of people from a lot of different places: Florida, Colorado, USA. The ponytail story. We have to tell the ponytail story tonight, which delayed our launch by 1 week because you know how AIs like to hallucinate. So we will tell the ponytail stories also. Wow, people from Germany, from Hungary, guys. You guys, it's very late for you guys already. I'm on screen. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to this live stream. This is by far, but I mean by far, the most ambitious, the most audacious, the hardest project we ever done here at STLFLIX. It took us so long to understand what we needed to do, to figure out what's needed to be done, how we could properly do it in a way that it was convincing, that it was compelling, that it was really something that makers needed, because the AI hype is everywhere. People are talking about AI, so it's a hype, right? But more than a hype, it's also a very useful tool. A lot of people have been doing very good use of the AI. So we decided that it was our time to tackle this challenge, to understand what we could do and how to proper service the makers, because that's what we want to do. We are driven towards 3D printing. We believe and breathe 3D printing. So we wanted to understand how we could use the technology, how to implement it properly so that we could have a good solution. You guys are still, you guys are sending you the places you're talking from. I'm seeing people from Portugal. I love Portugal. I've been there this year. A lot of people from the US. So guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have 20,000 subscribers to the channel already. I haven't been able to post many YouTube videos in the last couple of weeks because it's been insane here at the office. Insane. This is a very tough project that we were able to finally get wraparounds around that and offer what I'm pretty sure it's going to be an amazing product. Okay, so I think we could start by presenting my screen. Let me 1 second. My editor. Yeah, you can put my screen on it. Let me know when I'm on. All right, so STL AI. I'm pretty sure some people are here, but like the minority of it, like just a very small portion of the people that are here want to know about the giveaway. So let's talk about the giveaway rules. The first one, you need to be signed up for the live stream in one of the pages that we had, that we were capturing the leads, that we're bringing people to this live stream. So this is the first giveaway rule. You need to be signed up for the live stream. We are going to draw it at the end of the live stream. So no need to talk about the giveaway. Don't need to keep asking when it's going to be out. We're going to do it at the end of the live stream. So that's when we are going to be drawing the winner, and the winner will be notified by our staff. In the past, we did contests where the winner had to be on live, and then we had to draw like 10 different numbers until we found someone that it was in the live stream. But in tonight's giveaway, the winner does not need to be signed up on the live stream. We are going to draw the winner, and we will send you an email. You will be notified by our staff, and we will make the arrangements for the delivery of the K2 Plus, which I have to say It's an amazing multicolor printer that we do like quite a lot here at STLFLIX. It's a big size. It has a good build plate. You can fit multiple mini prints, perhaps multiple prints that you will be doing with STL AI. I don't know. You can still fit in one single plate. So it's a good printer. We're going to be doing the giveaway at the end of the live stream after everything, after Q&A. So stick with us until the end because you will be able to see who's going to be the winner. All right. So it's time to start. Well, we've been looking at AI for quite a while now, like really popping up and people looking at it and people using it we follow very closely our audience. We follow you guys, our community very close. So there's people from Germany. I won't stay till the end. Hopefully you will, but not just because of the giveaway, but because it's exciting. Let's see. I've kicked the camera. Is that okay? Okay, the camera's close to me. All right. So we started to ask ourselves, how can we help the maker to succeed in this new contest where we're living, in this evolution of the 3D printing space? And when we looked at the models that people really, really like to print, what we saw is that there are a lot of very, very talented designers in our community, right? Zell 3D created this incredible model that the legs retract. We have the case of the Dummy 13, which is remarkably articulated. It's so cool to print. We have the very long articulated dragon by MacGyver. We have created a few hits ourselves, which is the textile from the manta ray, the lamps that we have created that have gone extremely viral. The swirling tree, also a project that we have created that became viral, that a lot of people printed. We have the dancing toys, and then we have this ghost by Body 3D, which also was an incredibly viral project and a very good project as well. So projects that inspired people to print. So these are some of the names in here that we have of people that are creating things for our market that is extremely relevant, that are super cool prints, that are incredible models. And these are some of the models that we have created, right? As I said, the manta ray, the lamps that went viral. It was actually our first hit as a company. These lamps was like our first viral hit. It was the first time that we really had an explosion on subscriptions because of a model we have created. So the creators are the creative artists behind the models we like to print on everyday use, right? These are the models that we like to, in the end of the day, keep on printing commercially, that we like to print for ourselves as gifts. Without the creators, the creations in this industry would not be as powerful, as impressive as they are. So what we believe is that AI will empower their work, but not replace them. That's never what we are. Creators ourselves. And this is what a big belief that we have over here. And this is where we feel that the trend is going to go, that where this AI trend is going to lead us. All right. But still, there are a lot of challenges that the makers are facing these days. And one very difficult challenge that we are seeing, and we've been following this very closely as well, is that the makers are fighting mass production. So we found a few articles and a few photos that people have been posting online, like this company. They make 30,000 toys every day. We are starting to see packaged 3D printed products that have been imported by other places with huge 3D printing farms. If someone has a huge 3D printing farm with over 300, 500 printers, they most likely manufacture their own filament. So it's an unfair competition with the everyday maker, right? It's a very unfair competition what we have that the makers are facing when they start to compete with these huge farms. But still, when we think about 3D printing, there is like one big advantage that we cannot deny and we cannot avoid, which is the fact that it's super fast to implement new projects. So for a maker, it doesn't matter if he prints 30 different files all at once, or if he prints one file different from the other, because this is what 3D printing is made for. 3D printing was made for prototyping. So it was made for printing stuff that never existed. So repeating the process over and over is not an advantage of 3D printing. So with that in hand, we figured out that customization is a very important key. It is also a very important factor for the maker to compete against these people that are manufacturing millions of prints, right? Because someone that has a print farm, he's not going to be able to sell customized products to his end user, and he's not going to have the interest to change the file one time after the other to keep printing different stuff. And he's not selling locally. Whenever you are selling locally, it's much easier for you to sell customization because you are dealing with the people. You're getting these things for you to customize and print by yourself. So this is where we feel there's a big advantage for the maker against the 3D printing farm, right? And when we think about customization, it leads to a higher added value. You're not just pushing plastic anymore. You are manufacturing something that is unique, that is done by that person. So it has a lot of demand. If you go on the Etsy top picks, the Etsy most sold items, all of them are customized products because people love those. And with that comes higher margins. And above all else, if you don't print for profit, it's also very cool and fun to print different kind of stuff, right? It's super cool and fun for you to print something that is unique, that you kind of shaped it yourself, that is going to be dedicated by someone. All right. So knowing that customization is something relevant for a 3D printing, what else a good 3D model needs to have in order to have a successful print? What do we need in terms of what do these models need to have in order to be successful? So we kind of looked at the top 12 most downloaded models of STLFLIX of all times. And the fact that we have created several thousand models kind of helps us to look from a distance and understand what makers actually like to print. And what we see is that the majority of the files that are here, AI cannot do. So we're talking about lamps that demand fixtures. We're talking about the octopus that fits a wine holder. So you need the fitting, you need to manipulate, you need to change, you need to adapt this mesh in order to have those results. So this is something that that the AIs are not going to be doing by anytime soon. And these are the things that makers really value. So a successful model needs to be good looking, needs to be creative, needs to have the possibility of being articulated. Sometimes it needs to be useful, and above all else, it needs good printability. And then we started to ask ourselves, can AI do that? The good looking part, we feel that AI is getting very close. So this is a comparison. This is an image that we have generated with the AI, right? So it's getting there. We're getting quite close with the aesthetics. It mimics, right? It replicates. So you have an image, it replicates. It's not going to have that identity, that style that the artists have, but it can replicate stuff really well. And it's going to get better. There's no question about that. So a good model needs to be good looking, which we feel AI is getting closer, but it also needs to be creative, have the possibility of articulations, useful, and good printability. So it's not at all. So what the AIs do today is not for 3D printing. And that's the common sense. That's the conclusion we reached when we started to deep dive into these AIs, right? No matter how you orient this model that I've showed you, there's no way it's a good print. Perhaps I could push it down the print bed a little bit so that it would have a cut, and then I could probably print, or I could slice it in the middle, print in two half. But anyways, it's not going to be a ready to be printed model off the bat. It has a lot of stuff that needs to be done in order for you to successfully print these models, right? And why is that? We wonder, why is AI not reaching these levels? And there is a very big fact for all of that. It's because the market for 3D printable models, which is like a sub-niche within 3D printing, is less than 2% of the total serviceable market for a 3D AI. 3D AIs, they're focused on gaming, they're focused on VFX, they're focused on cinema, And these are billion-dollar industries with a lot of need for these things, with a lot of people working on it. So there's a lot of money for them to grab in these industries and not in 3D printing. 3D printing is not where the investors are going to want them to focus their effort. It's not where they want to focus their efforts as well, because they have the possibility to tackle something much bigger. So 3D printing becomes a secondary thing. They try to push us to make us feel like this is made for 3D printing, but the fact is that it's not made for 3D printing. It's made for other types of industries, right? And this gives us the opportunity to look at this tech with the maker's perspective, with the perspective of someone that wants to use it for 3D printing and understands the 3D printing market. So that's why we decided it was our time to tackle this whole AI thing and create STL AI. So let's talk about the creativity part, right? And this is where I think the issue begins when we see people generating things with AIs. Because when you start an AI, a 3D AI, this is what you see. This weird looking box with this phrase saying drag or open file of pictures. It's a white canvas. You can do pretty much anything with it, or you can do nothing. This is a blank canvas. You could draw Picasso on it, or you could do nothing because nothing comes to mind. So we feel, and we have decided ever since the beginning, that STL AI needs to have the STLFLIX approach. And what is the STLFLIX approach? Well, we do a lot of research. We do a lot of research to understand what are the models that we should be developing. So basically, we look at fun models, we look at possible bestsellers for our commercial subscribers, we look at useful stuff, we look at the things that we see the community printing. So how are we going to have the same approach for an AI? And this is how we decided to tackle this whole thing. So let's grab a trending model as an example. Okay, we have this trending model, which is the toothpaste cap that spits the toothpaste. It's a fun model. People had fun with it. It's a lot of meme. So you upload a photo. This photo generates a 2D concept. So we have studied deeply how these AIs understand the 2D and how do we transform and shape those 2Ds in order to have the best performance for the 3D AI. We also put it in the right adjustment, the right position, the right geometry that we actually need, because at the end of the day, we are talking about geometry in here. So we generate this 2D concept that kind of details a little bit what we want, and then we generate a 3D model. After we have generated a 3D model, it goes through a configurator. And some of the people that are here that are subscribers to STLFLIX, you might have seen a glimpse of it at the mini-me. So this is kind of like where we started this whole project. But in the end of the day, it goes through this model configurator. We are going to have a live demo, don't worry. And you have the final printable model. Okay, so this is a model that have gone through this process, and we have this trending model that we kind of made it into become the exclusive model that you can still sell and customize and make jokes and make gifts and make all of that. So the trick here is that we combine the AI model with a man-made model, and then we are able to put into this technology the articulation and the functionality and all of the things that we believe people really want for their STLs. Okay, so this is kind of like the STL AI formula that we have here, and we have replicated that over and over, and you're going to see some of the results tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a first example here to start to clarify what I'm talking about, and this is gonna be funny. But this is Hugo. He creates content here in Brazil. If you follow the STLFLIX page here on YouTube, or if you follow us on Instagram, you've probably seen him a few times. And this is Hugo's generated hat with STL AI. With the STL AI, Hugo can be himself, just an articulated Hugo. But he can also be a lawyer, a doctor, a firefighter, a soldier, a police officer, an astronaut, a soccer player, because he's Brazilian, he likes to play soccer, and an engineer, which is what his mama wanted him to be. So he can be all of these things. But Hugo, he likes to be a useful person as well. So Hugo can be a very cool book holder, and he can also be a page marker. He can also be another type of book holder. He can be an incense holder. He can be a Zen incense holder. And he can even be the wine holder that we have talked about. So with the same generated head, you can create multiple different products. With the same generated head, you can have a variety of different applications, a variety of different prints. And this is just one of the applications we're bringing to STLAI. Okay, and Hugo, he sometimes likes to get in the way. This is me having a me moment, and Hugo pops up holding the toilet paper. So Hugo, come on, give me some space, man. All right, Hugo, he's also a huge prankster. So people put Hugo on a pet head. People put Hugo on a dog phone holder. People made Hugo as a toothpaste speeder, and he put Hugo as the famous The Rock meme in the spider body. Hugo also has a dog, which kind of resembles him if you think about it. And then Hugo can create his own pet as an articulated pet, but he can also create his own pet as a dog phone holder. And he can make his pet do whatever else he does. Hugo also, he likes to be in the internet trends. So he loves capybaras because everybody loves capybara these days. So he also, he likes capybaras. And he decided that he wanted to do a capybara of everything. And Halloween is coming up. And Halloween is a big date for us in the 3D printing market because we know people like to decorate their houses. It's a lot of fun. And it's also an opportunity for us to sell more. So you could catch a Frankenstein head and you could generate a Frankenstein of everything, a Dracula of everything, a whatever you want with everything. Okay? So with this, you will be ready to explore every new trend. You will be ready to enjoy or monetize every trend that pops up. And you can also create some sort of some listings in marketplaces like Etsy and all of that, showing the possibilities of what STLAI can create. And you can make your very own customized store right off the bat. But it's not just the heads, and this is where it gets really, really interesting. Because we have decided that there are bigger challenges to face. And we decided that we wanted to give it a try on making mini flexes with AI as well. So we have created the very first AI mini flexi generator. And what you do is you throw an image over there of whatever you want. And Hugo, he really likes a soccer team here in Brazil that the mascot is a bulky pig. So it's a very strong pig. So he decided to get an image of that. And then he threw it at STLAI. STLAI works their way into making this a good position for a flexi to be done. So it opens the arms so that they are wider. And then you can place the articulations correctly, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. And then you have the final articulated model. All right. So I think it's time for the demo already. Are we excited?
Truly excited. People are crazy to see it like that.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Do we have any first questions before we go to the...
People who are asking if it's me. It's me. I'm answering you guys on the chat. And it's me.
Oh, yeah. So the Hugo that was holding the toilet paper while I was having my moment is this Hugo that is here helping me in the live stream. So yeah, wait, let's see here before we go for the demo. All right, I think we can go. All right, so please show my screen again with the demo. Put it a little bit smaller. It's not a beta test period. Tonight is the night where you guys will have access to all of this. Okay, so this is the STLAI platform. We are going to talk about subscriptions. We're going to talk about pricing in a little bit. But right now, let's focus on what it can do. So when you go in here, what you have, tell me. Yeah. So this is the one that I was talking about. Can you show? Put it in the big screen. Is it in the big screen? Okay, cool. So this is the one that we have generated with STLAI. Okay, we have more stuff. All right. So this is the platform, STLAI platform. And then in here, you will see several different customizers. So we're talking about the wine holder. We're talking about the incense holder. We're talking about the professions, the pet phone holder, the mini flexis, the mini book accessories. So I'm going to start with which one should I start? I'll start with the book accessory. So this is what you see. You go on try it now, and then you will still have the box where you have to drop the image like the AIs that I showed. But I want to drop here an image of Carol because people love Carol. So you're going to click on generate 2D model. This is going to cost you 1 credit, and it's going to generate the 2D for the concept, right? In the meantime, let me duplicate this. AI do take some time. It's generating here in the background, but I want to go through some of the generations that we did. Okay, so we have a lot of different generations in here that we have already done. And there's one from Carol here, the customizer. So these are all the heads that I have created previously here. It's generating the 2D in the background. Once it finishes, we can go back and generate a 3D. But we have all these different heads that we have generated. We have the Hugo bookend. Let's start with this one. It can be the bookend. But once the generation is complete, which is not that different from other generations that you guys might have seen it already, you're going to go into this screen where you will position the generated head into this customizer. All right. So you're going to go here. You can scale the model. So let's scale it up so it looks closer to this reference head that we have here. So let me turn it on. So if you click on guide, you will be able to see the guide or turn it on and off. And then you position it like that, and then you can rotate it a little bit if you want to really align this chin, and then you move it a bit. You can go to the top view in case you want to rotate it. It has a joint, so you don't need to rotate it too much. Go to the front view. You can still see where the connector is. Position really in the middle, and then once you hit next, it's going to make the final adjustment and give out the final model. It takes a while. There you go. Now you have the generated Hugo as a bookend. And this is a model that we have created here at STLFLIX. So you have the model as a base. This is a multi-part model that you can print in multiple different parts. The head, you would still have to print in a multicolor. I know you guys like the multi-part models. You can kind of see the split in here. We have a low poly version here for the viewer. Once you download it, it's going to be the full high poly model. The model that you see here, the generated model has the high poly. And then in here, you see from Carol, we generate 2 views. That's because we don't want to give the AI much to kind of think about. The AI needs to be really, needs to respect what we're doing. So we decided that we wanted to do 2 views of each model. And then you generate the 3D off of these 2 views. This takes a while. If you've played around with 3D AIs, you know that it does take a while. So it's gonna take a while for us to generate. In the meantime, let us go back here and let's look. You see here, it generated off of this image. It generated this head, which is the head that I have manipulated. All right. So I have other generations in here. The one that I want to show you the most is the articulated one, and I will grab the little piggy to show you.
We have a question important to this generator. Matthew asks if this is a little bit frustrating because we are limiting what people can do. But this generator, it's a free one. You can do whatever you do.
The mini flexi.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So what we are doing here, we're not doing products anymore. We are doing product configurators. This is a different subscription from STLFLIX. At STLFLIX, we still do the models, but now we do model configurators. So we believe that giving an idea for someone to actually work on that idea is sometimes better than just giving the white canvas, as I mentioned in the beginning. But the mini flexi is open. So you can do a mini flexi of whatever you want with it. Like your kid's high school team has a mascot. You can create the mini flexi of that mascot and it's going to look cool. So let me just go ahead and customize the mini flexi. Okay. All right. So you're going to end up in this screen, which is closer to the one we had before. You can kind of position here. We have a reference. The one in the reference is where you roughly position, but in this case here, it's not that relevant. I'm going to turn this off. And then you'll see here, what I have to take care of is if the arms are touching the floor, which they are. I can go on the other side, look at how this is, go on the top view, and then I can go ahead and click next. And then it's going to make me look at the other views that I haven't looked at just to see if if there is something here that I've missed, and now I can go and I can position the neck where I want to. I can rotate it to fit the proper position. This is something that it took us a while. We were first doing the articulation straight, and then we realized if we do the articulation straight, we either cut the shoulders or the chin. So we said, okay, we need to have some sort of rotation for the articulations as well. So we have added the rotation for the articulation. You position the articulation on the hips like that. And then you go on the top view. And as you can see, this is now cutting the arms of our articulated model. So you can also change here the radius of the waist. I'm going to position right. I'm a detailist, so it might take a while here. I'm going to take right where the t-shirt ends. Let me go back to the right view just to make sure that we have everything. I have a little bit of t-shirt coming off, so we'll push it this a little bit down. There you go. Just double check the top view. Everything is correct. Then I can hit next. And then you have your own articulated model that you have generated using the AI. Okay, I think we could go back to the platform and kind of show where the mini flexi is. But in the meantime, we have created here the Carol's model already. There it is. We generated 2 views, so as you can see now, it's very cool, the statics of it, because we have worked with the 2 views in order to ensure that it has a good, how can I say, because that is able to reproduce well. Let's go to the front view, position here. I can turn off the guide. Then I have to see where the thing is. I can still scale it up so that I don't have any weird cuts. There you go. And then I can hit next, and it's going to perform the cut. And we have the final accessory here for us to download and print ourselves. Okay. So with the mini flexi, I'm going to make a generation here to show you what happens. You have all these possibilities, and I think I'm gonna put one that I have created already, that I have printed, but not in this account, which is myself on a trip that I did recently to China that I really like. Let me go to 2D for 3D. Where is that image? There it is. So the image is this one. This is the image, right? It's an image that I took. It's very cool. I'm wearing a coat. So I'm going to generate a mini flexi of myself using the jacket. I saw some people comparing it with the bamboo one. This is far superior because the bamboo one is 2D. It's a 2D articulation. This is an actual 3D mini flexi that you can make. It's not a fake 2D mini articulation. All right.
Before you continue, another important point before asking if STLFLIX is continuing to deliver drops.
No, nothing changes for STLFLIX. STLFLIX is going to remain the exact same thing that you guys love and care about. So nothing's going to change for STLFLIX. I'm moving the toolbar back here. So I generated the little mini me here, and then I can go ahead and generate the 3D off of this guy. As you can see, it made sure to make this with the arms open, with the proper positions that I can work and create a mini flexi off of it. And one cool thing is that you will be able to use your heads that you generated. This is in Portuguese. Let me change that to English. So you'll be able to use the heads you generated here for, it's here already. So you'll be able to use the heads you generated for all the other customizers. So if you want to, I don't know, I've created a head and I want to do something else. I want to do the professions one. I can go ahead and click on professions, and then it's going to go to the customizer that has the professions, and it's not going to make you spend any more credits. It's going to be the same credit that you have already spent. So once you have generated a 2D and a 3D, you can use that exact same 3D on all the customizers that we have this. All right. So let me rotate this. I want to finalize this before we go back to the presentation. So do we have any more questions, Hugo, in the meantime, while we do the demo? All right. So I can do next, but it's centered already. Next. And I can make, this was the one that I generated For the book and or the toothpaste, they both have the mouth open. So I have Hugo here as a surprise astronaut. This is looking cool. As a surprise chef, if you want to. All right. Um, okay, so let me go back. People are starting to wonder about the how this product is gonna look like. So let me go back to my presentation here. Let me know when we are in the presentation. Okay. All right. So, well, some of the things that you saw, I can show you. Perhaps I can show some things that we have here. So this is the mini flexi that we have created, and this is the Bruno engineer. In case my mom wanted to be an engineer, and I can remove the head, and I can put another head if I want to. So with these are interchangeable heads that you have the fitting here, and then you can change as you want. I have here the phone hold, the wine holder. So let me put my bottle here. It has water, so I have the bottle, and I can put myself. No, this is the toothpaste. This is the toothpaste also. Now I can get this one. All right. And I can make myself, this is the big size hat. I'm going to explain to you in a little bit. But this is how I can make myself as a bottle holder. And I have over here the Bruno and the cold attire that I have done this afternoon. And this is super cool. It's cool because this is a memory that I have. This was a very cool day that we had in China. We were doing the sightseeing thing. I took that picture in the rice fields. And this is like a weird way that I can create a memory of it with 3D printing that I have never thought about. And then it made possible by STL AI. Okay, are we in the presentation?
Bruno, an important question while we were showing the platform. GSA asked, I see that it says it expire after 10 days. Does that mean that after those 10 days, we will have to pay?
So you're not mic'd up, right? I have to
Yeah,
So there are people asking about the expiration of the models. I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. So you guys wait. I still have to go. We did the demo of the product, but I still gotta go through all the bureaucracy, so to say, of the product. Okay, so we are going to be updating that weekly, exactly like STLFLIX. So we will have new drops dedicated to AI. Sometimes it's going to be a fully AI product. Sometimes it's going to be a combination of a model from our team with AI, with an interference. So we are going to be using the formula that I've presented to you before in this case. So it's going to be a man-made model with an AI generator associated to it. Sometimes it's going to be with a subtraction. Sometimes we're going to be using different tools. I cannot disclose too much what are our future plans, but this is the beginning of this whole new exploration that we are going to go through. The customization of the STLs that will be using generated STLs with STLs done in-house by our team. As you guys know it, because the majority here, I believe, are STLFLIX subscribers. We have a huge team of designers. We are researching. We are creating new stuff. And this is the approach that we are going to be having. So it's exactly what I said previously, right? We're doing the STLFLIX approach, but powered by the possibilities that AI gives to us. So instead of doing models, we will be doing model configurators, and this will be done as drops as well. So it's an exciting new chapter, exciting new product, and we've been working for a while already in this. Tonight is just like the end of a very long process of really putting this to life. And now it's going to roll out. It's really going to go into this threadmill of content that we have, where we will be constantly releasing new stuff. And we have a lot of stuff already on the pipeline. But there is one more thing that is super, super relevant that makes this whole project more ambitious. Because we started to ask ourselves, with the infinite possibilities that we have with AI, is the STL AI team creative enough? Is the STLFLIX team creative enough? Our team is super creative. We look at 3D printing every day. This is the industry that we live for. This is the industry that we love. But we know that there is a big community of creators that we love, that we support, and that we like the content so much as well. So we decided that we wanted this to be a project that we wanted the creators to be involved also. So we decided to share this product with the community as well. So we already have a few big name designers on board of this, and I'm talking about Beer, Zal 3D, Dancing Toys, Body 3D. All of these creators that I showed you in the beginning of the presentation, they are going to be part of STLFLIX AI, STL AI as well, because every creator is going to have a creator guide to make STL AI compatible models. So the creators are going to help us to push even more products that we are going to be able to combine with the STL AI models. So in the beginning of it, the first thing that we have is the head customizer. All right, so you're going to be able to customize your head and plug it in as you want with this connector that we have created, which is different than the one that I was showing here because we created this one recently. But all the other creators in the community are going to be able to create STL AI compatible models. So this is where the community will get involved. So really, we are going to be doing the makers, creators, and STL AI working together to shape this new product, to shape the next steps of this thing. So Beer is already on board and has already worked on a few models. So he did the raccoon that he painted my eyes to make me look like a burglar. He did what the most famous octopus on the entire community now has an STL AI compatible version. He also did that with the dinosaur. Zal 3D that has some amazing models. Also have created Bruno on rollers and Bruno as a kitty cat. But these are STL AI compatible models that you can plug it in and out with the same connectors. And if there are other creators here in the community, we invite you to participate. We want you to participate as well. I don't know if do we have a place where they can send their emails if they want to be a creator and get the creator package? STLFlix.com/creators. If you are a creator and you want to participate, you want to create STL AI compatible models, you can do that as well. You can participate and create. We will be sending you the creator guide where you're going to understand how to create models that will be compatible with STL AI. We have a few standard sizes of heads, which is the small, the medium, and the large, and you will be able to generate STL AI compatible models. Dancing toys also. So you probably remember the skeleton that dances. That was a huge hit. Also, it already has a compatible version that dances. And then you have Body 3D that has created a lot of good models as well. He made a very strong body that you can put your head into it. He made a female strong body that you can put your head into it. He put my head, which made this weird looking model. You can make the Zen, the snowflake, and also another version of octopus. And then as I told you, you can also remix it with models that are available in the community to make them STL AI compatible, right? There are a lot of models in our community that they are remixable, that they have the remix license, which means that you can use these models and you can share. Sometimes it's without attribution, sometimes it's with attribution, sometimes they allow commercial use, sometimes they don't allow the commercial use, but there are remixable licenses out there. And if there is a model with a remixable license, you can also make them STL AI compatible. So we did that with the connector of the head of the Dummy 13. So the Dummy 13 is a huge hit in our community. It's by this incredible curator called Sousaphone. He's present in printables. I think he's present in other marketplaces as well. He goes by Toys 13 or 13 Toys in Instagram. And he has created the W13, which is an incredible model. And we have created a connector that makes our STL AI also compatible with the with the dummy 13. So you could make your own compatible version as well using the little connector that we have created. And there are dozens of other studios and creators that have created dummy 13 remix versions that are also remix available, that you can use the same connector, which is this one, to create your own versions of it. All right, we have printed a huge version here of the, perhaps you can get the dummy here, Hugo, with the Coltrane head. um, and then and you can connect it as you want. So there you on our platform, you will see a lot of the marketplace assets. You'll be able to find the links for the STLAI compatible models on Thingiverse, on MakerWorld, on Printables, on Creality Cloud, and on Coats as they start to pop in. Some of them are already with some models out there. So you can do all of that. You can still find these models with on our platform, right? As you can see here on Cults, the one by MacGyver is already available. You can already download and make your own version.
I brought the small one.
You brought the small one. Yeah, this is the very small one. So this is the huge dummy 13 with the compatible STLAI compatible head, with Coltrane's head, which is another content creator here that works with us. So we made this huge dummy 13 that you can pop your customized head into it. Okay, so let me go forward. And still, if you didn't find the model you want, we are going to have threads on Reddit and a Facebook group where you guys can post your ideas for the STLAI. And not just us, but the entire community of creators will be able to pick and choose from those ideas, create these models, and make them available so that we can all you can all make this entire thing a big community of ideas and share. And we have now created the 10 first configurators. We have the heads, we have the mini flexi, which is not an STL compatible model, but it's a model that you can generate using the STLAI. And you can, so these are the first configurators that we have available. But as I said, this is going to work exactly like STLFLIX. We will have other drops. We will have other configurators that will be dropping soon. We have some very cool ideas that we're about to get them ready. So every creator out there, you're more than welcome to join. You're more than welcome to go to stlflix.com/creators, get your creator guide, and also create models that we can make STLAI compatible. As I said, the head is the first tool that we have made available, but there will be other tools in the future. There will be other applications where we want to combine the same approach, right? The man-made models with the the AI generator, combining into a final and cool printable STL. And if you still want to do more, we have created an entire course on STL Academy on how to properly use STLAI, to properly use a 3D AI, not just STLAI, to generate your own 3D printable model. So we talk about how to optimize the prompt to get the best result, how to generate a mesh using the AI, how you can make it a 3D printable model, because as I said at the beginning, the majority of them are very poor in printability. So we're going to teach you how to make them printable. And if you want to, we are also adding it in a last module of ZBrush, so you can detail the models even further. So you can start with a rough model and detail in order to have a very detailed 3D model. So with that, we believe that we have touched in all the points that we have said in the beginning. The beauty that the 3D AI is close to create, it can create in some cases, the creativity that the AI does not provide you, the articulations, the fitting, the printability, and also the community aspect, which for us in the 3D printing community is super important. So how does our AI work in the backend, right? So how is this whole thing powered? Well, as you might imagine, we have a 2D AI API that we put the image inside. It generates a 2D. Then it goes to a 3D AI API and it generates the 3D models. Okay, and each one of these steps has has a token that we have to pay. So we spend credits as well in order to generate these things. So the entire application depends on having these AIs and these things, these APIs, and these APIs, they charge you per usage, right? So you might be wondering, um, is this going to be included for my current STLFlix subscription? And the human-made models, they are all included. So all the models that we make for STLFlix that are compatible with the stuff that we will be doing for the AI, they are going to be included in the subscription. And they might have a generic head. They might have a connector that you can connect with a generic head or with the mini-me head. We're still assembling this whole thing, but the human-made models, they will all be available. So all the support models that we have inside STL AI, they will be available for the STL Flixers. Okay? And of course, if you are a lifetime subscriber of the STL Academy, you also have this course included. So the course on how to create 3D printable models using AI is included already if you are the lifetime STL Academy member. Okay? The AI generation is not included because we just cannot afford to give the generations for the entire use base of our lifetime subscribers, because this would make us bankrupt within a couple of months. And then there would be no STLFlix anymore and no STL AI and nothing else. But the models, the courses, if you have it, they are included. The generation is not included. Okay. So what are the plans for the, well, I think before I go into the plans, do we have any relevant questions that I should address?
No, you are getting there. I already tell people that you are going to answer their questions with this part of the presentation.
Okay, cool. So for non-STL Flixers, right? If you are not an STL Flix subscriber and you're watching this live stream, what is the plan? Well, we have two plans, the personal and the commercial. The personal is going to give you 24 credits with 2 retries a month. And the retry is going to be to regenerate the whole thing. So 24 credits means that you will be able to generate 12 2Ds and 12 3Ds. Okay? And with that, as I showed you, generating one head, you can generate a big quantity of different configurators, plus the configurations that we release in the future. So whenever you generate a head, you don't have one 3D model, but you have the possibility of making dozens of different 3D models, because all the configurators, you will be able to pull that same 3D that you have already generated. So it's giving you a lot more possibilities than just the 12 models that you will be able to create. The credits, they will expire after 60 days. So you can accumulate credits over 2 months, but not longer than that. They will start to expire. You will be able to keep 10 saved 3D models in your library, and you will have no selling right for the hybrid prints. What is a hybrid print? This is a hybrid print because it has a model done by STLFlix with a model generated using the AI. You do have, he just stole my models. Oh no, he didn't. You do have selling rights for the fully AI generated models, like the articulated minifigures that you can make. And well, for all the fully AI generated that you don't have any base with a model that is not generated within the STLFlix team. And then, well, the cost per credit here is 62 cents, and you can buy additional credits as well if you want to generate more within that period. All right. So then you can go also, we also have the commercial subscription, and the commercial has 60 credits. So you're going to be able to generate 30 different models a month, and with 5 retries, because AIs, they hallucinate, they give weird results. This is a product that we are starting to create right now. So there will be bugs, there will be things that are not entirely optimized yet, but you will be, so that you have the ability to have 5 retries, or if you just don't like the result, you can still do the retry. and credits, they will expire after 180 days. You'll be able to keep saved 20 different models in your library that you can change. If you have reached the max, you can delete a few and then add a few, but you'll always be able to keep 20 models saved. And you have the selling rights for the hybrid prints. So this guy, for instance, which is the wine holder, you will have the selling rights to make a listing on Etsy or on whatever marketplace you want, that you make customizable wine holders, and you will have the commercial rights for that. And the cost per credit here is 50 cents. That's something that you will be using over and over. So you will be able to buy more credits as well. And what about the lifetime? The lifetime was super important for us. In the beginning of STLFLIX, as you guys know, we started very small with 4 people, 10 models, a very bad platform. And now in 2025, 3 years later, we are 110 people in the company. We have created more than 3,000 models. We have 32,000 active members within our community. And we want to have the same aspect here for STL AI. We're entering a new race. We're entering a new chapter of the STL creations. So we feel that we also need to be ahead of this race. This is not going to be an easy race. We know it from the start. So we are also opening new spots for lifetimes in the STL AI. And how is this going to be? This, I'm still talking with non-STL Flixers, okay? The lifetime commercial for the STL AI is going to give you 1,600 credits. So we will be selling a lot of credits up front with 135 retries. The credits will not expire. You will be able to keep 50 saved 3D models, and you have the selling rights for hybrid prints. And the cost per credit is going to be 32 cents. Okay, so this is for non-STL Flixers. If you are a monthly subscriber to STLFLIX, you have 10% discount on all plans. If you are a yearly, a triannual, a lifetime member, you have 20% discount on all plans. So if you are already one of these 3 tiers here, the yearly, the tri-yearly, the lifetime, and we have the biannual subs as well, because last year. So it's not showing here the biannual, but we also have biannual subs from the last year's anniversary. All of these long members, they will have 20% discount on all plans. All right. So if you get the 20% discount on the lifetime, that means that you will pay 40 cents per credit, which is half the price that you would pay on the regular monthly plan. So this is the best deal that we can get. It's the best deal that we can actually offer because, as I said, we are using other people's tech and we need to make this whole structure work. So we will be paying for those generations also. So we need to charge the lifetimes. We need to charge our subs, the new subs for this product. Okay. But this is the best deal that we can get. And as always, this is going to be a way for us to have a better chance of competing in this market, of evolving this product, of having a truly innovative product. And believe me, we have used all the 3D AIs out there. We have used for 3D printing. We've changed the applications. I am confident that this is the best 3D AI application for 3D printing that is available currently, without a question at all. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. And then if you're not a long member, we also have a few special plans. So we have the yearly STLFLIX and STL Academy, which costs $299. The STL AI Lifetime, which costs $399, and with the discount, and then the price would be $698. But we have a launch special of $599. So it's going to cost $599, the special price for the long members. This is a special launch price that we will have for this specific occasion of the launch of the STL AI. And then we will bring back the 3-year promotion, which is STLFLIX, 3 years of STLFLIX plus STL Academy, which costs $399, and the STL AI Lifetime, which adds $399. And we have the sum here. It's wrong. It's going to be 789 if I'm not mistaken. So that's the special price that we have for the launch. Okay. Do we have some time for Q&A? What do you guys have for me?
Just a sec. And now you have someone to make you Q&A.
You're going to grab a chair? Okay, so Lincoln is going to join me. Open up the camera, perhaps. Go on this side.
I will never leave you alone, Bruno.
Thank you.
So just while I'm doing the Brazilian live stream, I'm getting my computer.
You're getting your computer?
Yeah, just to check the questions.
Okay, well, I have the questions here. Well. Okay. So Q&A. You guys can anticipate the questions, please, while Lincoln. Okay. Yeah, we forgot to tell you about the ponytail situation. So the ponytail, what happened is that we were about to launch, and we were generating all the illustrations with a 3/4 head. And then what happened, it was that it was generating a model that for some reason was hallucinating and generating a lot of ponytails. So we figured out that if we generated more views and we split those views before sending to the AI, we would have a good final result. So this is what we did. We figured out how to make 2 views of the same model. And then we launched we applied that to the 3D generator, and now we're no longer having ponytails.
There's probably something you forgot because we didn't add the. Can you hear me? Is it working?
Yes. Okay.
There's something we forgot to add at the slideshow. That who purchases on the next 24 hours will get extra credits.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have 100 credits for who gets the lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
10
extra credits.
Extra credits.
Okay.
10 credits for personal and commercial. Extra credits.
Okay, so 10 extra credits for personal, 10 extra credits for commercial, and 100 extra credits for the lifetime for the next 24 hours.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay. AI lifetime unlimited tokens, as I explained to you, we pay for those tokens, so it would not be feasible for us to give unlimited tokens. What we're giving here is an incredible amount of tokens, so you can generate 800 models, and then the price to purchase extra tokens will also be a lot smaller. So you will be, for a lifetime, having the discount on new tokens. Okay. The discount for existing lifetime members, as I told you, is 20% off what we have already. So it's 20% off for the $4.99, which is gonna give you $3.99. It's going to be the price for the lifetime lifetime of the STLFLIX AI, which is never expiring credits, but 1,600 credits, which is going to give you 800 generations of models. Okay. Okay, let me see what else.
I'm checking the questions, but I don't know when they were done, so I don't know if you answered.
No, go ahead.
But I saw people asking if there is a special price. Well, maybe it's on the slide that we are sharing right now. But if there is a special price for who is a lifetime member, we do have a special price for anyone that has a long plan, meaning yearly, 3-year plan that we saw that our anniversary.
By year, last year.
Exactly.
And lifetime.
No, have
it. We don't have 5 years.
Lifetime. So you have 20% discount. You will get the same amount of credits. And you will also keep the lowest price for credits. So one thing also that I showed is, can you open the platform?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was doing the Brazilian live stream, so
I have a very impressed Hugo Cooker here.
Open the memory, the generations.
The generations, yeah.
So let's say my credits ended. Well, with the lifetime, you can save 50 heads.
Yeah.
So even though let's say you don't have any credits left, and we create new generators or new things to attach to the heads, or the community created new stuff, you can still use the heads. So most of the models works with the heads. So you won't have to pay to keep your access, and you still have your heads. So every time we have a new release, all the heads you already generated, I can guarantee for sure because it will depend on what is next. But most of the models we have today, you will be able to use without any new credit. So
Yeah, and you can download all the models before deleting. So let's say, okay, I have to delete this guy. So I go in, I added the guy again. I added the mini flexi. I created, I download it, and then I can delete it here. Let me put it in English. So I can delete the model if I want to. It's no worries. Um, so you can do that. You can have the model like a mini flexi. There's no reason for you to keep a mini flexi in your library, so you can download it and then delete it here if you want to. Maybe there will be something in the future that we can use the same mini flexi generation. I don't know. Then you have lost that already. But this is a way that you can still manage the room for your saved models. Okay.
exactly. And one other thing that we are working on for the future is what we call the tools. So our goal, for example, today you can create the mini flexi with articulations on the neck and on the waist, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we want to do is enable you to upload any model and add articulations, not just these articulations, but other articulations. So the things that we create to edit the models generated on AI, we want to enable you to edit the model you create or you have, for example. If you have remix license, if it is not your model, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then you won't need credits for these tools, for example. So just add articulation. There is no AI involved, so no credits.
exactly.
There's a lot to come.
Yeah. And this is the thing. We're starting to like this new, as I said before, we're starting this new chapter where we will be doing, instead of doing models, we will be doing model generators. And we have a lot of stuff cooking up. We have a lot of new exciting launches that are coming. What we have already, these first configurators, the creators that are involved, the first creators that already have created models, and we want them. We are getting more creators involved, more creators to participate. These are all things that will be kickstarting and moving the STL AI. So I'm pretty excited for this new chapter. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a very interesting new product. We're still like grasping the possibilities of it. There's a lot more to come. A lot of things that we are developing, and I'm excited. I'm excited for this next step. I think it's going to be a cool new way to explore the 3D printable models, as I said in the beginning. So we feel like this is a big trend, and we want to do this as a long-term thing. And I feel like this is going to be a cool product in the future as well.
Sure, this is just our first step, as Bruno showed you during the presentation. Remember that we started STLFLIX with close to nothing, close to zero models, and we had to start somewhere. I mean, I see people that like it. People in Brazil like it much more than here. I don't know exactly why, but there we did we question on the chat how many people were surprised.
I think we need more live demos.
Live demos.
Yes.
Okay,
And
let's do that.
mostly
Then.
of the flexi.
The flexi.
Show the flexi.
I will. Okay,
I'm a better streamer of how to create 3D models.
All right. So the flexi. Let's do the flexi again.
So 90% of people said that we surpassed their expectations on the live stream.
Okay, so you position here, as I said, and then you can turn off the guide. You see if everything is touching properly. You can go on the front view and see how it is. Go back to the left view, and then my bottle is in the way. I can click next, and then next again. It's going to perform the cut in the back. After I have done the cut, I can get the articulation here, position it. In this case, I do have to rotate it a little bit, something that we have worked that we have realized in the process is that we do need to have the ability to angle here, because it's important in order to have a proper cut. I can go on the top view and then just make sure that this is cutting properly. I can change the radius of the cut in here to have a better
This is
position
what
in
we
the
want
waist.
to enable to. Today you can just add 2 articulations, but our goal is to improve that, enable multiple articulations. So as we said, first step, baby steps. Well, not that baby steps, but
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's done.
It's still warm.
This is the one that I did this afternoon. Can you put my screen on it? This is the one that I did this afternoon. In case you support a basketball team, and in case you live in Chicago, and in case this basketball team happens to have a mascot, you could do mascots as well using the STL AI and have this as a model from your catalog. So this is the articulated model now that it's done with the articulations. These are fully functional articulations because these are the articulations that we use on STLFLIX on our models, and they work really well. This is this model right here that I have created today.
People ask what would be the use case. Here you can do any biped that you want. You can do like aliens, zombies. If you have, for example, a school team that has a symbol, you can create it then. If you want to create, for example, a politician souvenir, if they are requiring it from you, you can do that. I mean, you can do it very easily, for example, right? And who sells 3D mini articulated models know that they sell a lot.
Let us show the full process.
You can have exclusive mini articulated, and more than that, you can have customized ones.
Okay.
We will see a lot of use cases.
I think we can put my screen here. Let's show the QR code, and then we can go back just so people can scan the QR code, and then we can go back here for some more Q&A. Okay, so the QR code is on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so QR code on the screen. Well, again, the interchangeable heads, that we will have the creators creating more possibilities as well. We feel that this is very exciting. Then there will be the generators that we have from that the STLFLIX team will be creating as well. We already have a lot of generators working.
There are people asking if you can create your mini flexi without cutting the back, and yes, you can. The only thing is that you will have more supports.
Yeah, you'll have to figure out a way of printing it. All right, now okay, I'm going to show you the entire process of the mini flexi.
That was what I was told.
And we saw a creator doing that already.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me.
Yesterday we had a leak, and the creator did exactly that.
I'm going to put Lincoln here. So I'm going to make an articulator of Lincoln. So it's the first step is going to generate the 2D concept. And in here we worked in order to generate the best 2D concept to generate a proper 2D model. So it's there was a lot of studying here to understand how these 3D AIs interact and understand the images that we are putting out there. So with that, we have the concept image being generated. And it takes a while, obviously. It's still the same process that you would have to go if you were. What happened?
Put it on a little bit here because people are saying that they can't hear me.
What?
Yeah, let's share.
It's not gonna work.
There are people asking if the pictures are deleted. We don't even save the pictures because we generated the cartoon image. So we don't save the pictures.
So
and
this is the image that I put in, and this is the Lincoln that's mini articulated. Now that it generated, I can generate the 3D. It's gonna cost me 1 credit.
Mini Lincoln is shocked.
Yeah. Mini Lincoln is pissed.
Maybe Mini Lincoln didn't want to be created. Or maybe he wants. We don't know. There are people asking, I don't see the lifetime discount. If you are a STLFLIX member, you shouldn't go to the link we provided. You should go to the platform, and at the header, you will find STL AI link. a button that is written STL AI. Go to the STLFLIX platform, please.
I want to show the entire generation so that
while is
so that people know that there are no gimmicks, because there are some skeptic people
You
here.
explain, people saw the 10 days expiring sentence, and then you should explain they can save 10 models.
Okay.
No, yeah, they can save 10 models in the library, all right? And then you can store up to 10 models if you can generate more, and then you would have to pick which 10 models you want to keep saved. As I said, the articulated models, perhaps you don't need to keep them saved, because once you download it, why would you still need them, right? But you could, so there you go. We have the Lincoln model. I can go on personalize. It's gonna end up in the customizing stage here. It's probably loading. Let me go back. So the model is here. I can position it. I can then turn off the guide. I gotta make sure that the arms are touching, that the fingers are touching. So right view, and then front view, everything is good. I can click next, and then I can position the articulation here. Make it angle a little bit in order to properly cut. I can go on the top view, and I gotta make the waist properly positioned as well. I can change the radius here in the waist, and then I can move this to a proper position. There you go. I don't want it to cut the hands. Then I click next, and then you have the articulated mini Lincoln that you can download and print and have fun with it. So it's a cool little gift. It's a cool thing that you can gift someone. It's a cool thing that you can sell. So it's a very interesting model.
Share the STL, please.
Share this.
You want the STL?
There is someone asking if the 1,600 credits lifetime offer is 106,000 a month. No,
1,600.
Yeah, but it's the total amount of credits.
Yeah,
it's not a month. You won't receive monthly new amounts of credits, right?
No. It's 1,600 credits, which will give you 800 generations. And the thing is that these credits, they do not expire, so they stay in there for as long as you want. So if you want to like keep using them from time to time, there will be new stuff coming out. So there will be new customizer. You can still use the heads you have created, the models you have created previously.
John said it's not even 3D. It has the back flat.
No, but you can.
So most of the models, Zal 3D, our models, they have their back cut. That's why we do it. It's to improve your printing experience. That's what would be done like this regularly. So it is 3D, right?
Yeah,
I can see it's a 3D model articulated. But I understand your point, but that's how it's done, even when you don't use AI.
Explain people that want to claim their discounts. They have to access inside the STLFLIX platform.
Yeah. Okay. So for everybody that wants to claim the discount, you can go on the STLFLIX platform. Let's see if I can find it here. And then inside the STLFLIX platform, there is a tab here called STL AI. And then in this tab, mine is going to be in Portuguese because that's where I'm located. You will be able to see which plan you are eligible to and which is going to be the final price for that. Perfect. All right. So what else you guys want to? Ale, we still have to do the giveaway.
Let's do giveaway.
Let's do the
we
giveaway.
have a K2 plus is it combo? I don't know. No, it's not combo. K2 plus. Okay, who is on charge of? Do we have our drummer or just for the Brazilian version?
Yeah. We had a drummer for the other one. Okay.
Vamos só esperar um tambor.
We're waiting for the.
So we can share the screen already, right? The giveaway. Is it shown? I don't know.
Someone is going to do the giveaway for us.
Yeah.
Okay, good. It's getting better to do live streams here.
Bruno, did you ask people to subscribe to our channel?
I did. I
Okay.
did ask them to subscribe, but please subscribe, like this live stream, and please help us grow our YouTube channel also, because we've been creating content regularly here, and we want.
Bruno
you guys
puts a
to
lot
be
of
involved.
effort to create good content there.
I do.
He's a good content producer. It's a lot of things to say.
Yeah. Where's
Surprisingly, we have a drummer.
we have a drummer?
The drummer
Come here.
comes.
Okay.
Get my place. You deserve it.
He's going to be on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are getting more professional.
We're getting more professional.
I don't know what's happening, guys.
I just need to set my snare drum now. Okay.
Okay.
I need a chair too.
So there's
Now
a
it's
whole
the time.
preparation for the giveaway.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
We can start.
We have a winner. Who's the winner? Chad, hey, you are the winner of the K2. Our team is gonna get in touch with you, and you will get your K2 as soon as we can. Give a little bit more drum.
You like it?
I like it. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching this live stream. This is a good ending for the live stream. We have just one, right? Yeah, in this live stream, just one.
Do you want to play a song?
Just with the snare drum, I think it's impossible.
All right, everybody. So thank you very much. There's probably a lot of traffic, so I've seen some people talking about links not going to the proper page. Probably these things are gonna be fixed as ASAP, or it's just some inconsistency that will be fixed
Bye, guys.
very fast. So thank you very much. This is the beginning of a new product. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be an amazing product, just like STLFLIX is, and we're excited to have you guys on board.
Yeah, thank you again, everyone, for joining the live stream, joining STLFLIX. For the people that are in with STL AI, thank you as well. If you're not in today, we'll keep pushing. We have a lot of stuff that was 1 little centimeter to be released.
Yeah,
in this live
that's
stream
also
that
true.
we had to remove as well. But as Bruno said, we will be releasing new stuff every week. So if we don't got you today, we won't give up. We will be working new stuff weekly to hit you on the heart.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys. See you.